A block of land that the locals said none of us would have given you 2 bob for this block of land. And look at it now. Good morning. I know it's been quite a long time, but Happy New Year everybody, and welcome to sunrise at Happenstance. I'll take you for a quick walk around. What a beautiful morning. What a beautiful morning. Of course the chickens are awake. There's so much I could show you. Orange of the marigolds, of the pumpkins. Wow. The corn. I'll just walk around. There's probably, you've seen the place for so long, you know exactly what's been going on over the years. So I'll just do a quick walk around and show you. I've got winter veg started. I sowed the seeds direct of cauliflower, broccoli, kale, and silver beet. This is from my seed, saved seed. All along the front here be marigolds given to me by Lee, a lovely new friend I found in the village here, who also grows medicinal herbs. These bush beans think they're climbers. Here's some more. These are borlottis. These are really nice beans. These are from seeds I saved as well. I've got a friend visiting today. Her name's Lindsay, and she's bringing me some fresh milk from the farm, and I hope I can send her home with some lovely fresh veggies from my garden. Loads of tomatoes. They took a while to get going, but oh my gosh, tomatoes. There are so many tomatoes. Look at them. These are the dearest lace that I've been growing here every year since I've been here. I'm using a white clay mix as a pest deterrent because we've had those horrible little pointy-nosed grasshoppers, and it seems to work well. It's kaolin clay. 100% natural. You've just got to move a bit quick with it. This is a perennial basil. That seems like a very good idea to me. And we've got some eggplants that have got flowers. Whether or not I'm going to get enough sunshine to actually get eggplant, I don't know. This lovely jalapeno didn't die off during winter, and has just kept going. They're the most amazing jalapenos that, you know, really quite big. Look at these masses of them. I've refurbished all the beds again, and that's why everything looks so healthy. I've eaten quite a bit of corn. This is the multicoloured sort of version. And these are the first lemons on my yuzu lemon tree. Some lemon balm growing in there. Some sage, sweet potato vine. Another lemon tree that at times looks good and at other times finds that lime mortar hard to handle. Refurbished again now with some more cauliflowers, lettuce seeds, peppermint. I love peppermint tea, so I grow a lot of peppermint. This is ginger, but I'm not sure that it likes it in here. And this is turmeric, just come up. This garden through here is looking lovely now. I don't know if you remember how terrible this patch was and how I did it bit by bit with black plastic to kill the grass, and then lots and lots of wood chip. But the turmeric here, which I put in last year, is really doing well this year. There's a pickling cucumber, so I put a couple of those in. The ginkgo I moved from, I transplanted from a pot to here. It's sort of okay. This is a pepino, like a sort of one-person sort of rock melon type fruit. More lemon balm, because I like lots of that too. More peppermint and Moroccan mint in here. This is my little outlet from the kitchen sink. If I don't throw the water, I use a basin, so if I don't throw the water, look, here they are. Those horrible little, and they're mating as well. Like I need more of them. The chooks can have those. I'm getting lots and lots of little frogs. So that's good. Obviously the garden is getting much healthier. This kumquat is probably doing better than it has anywhere else, but it's still not amazing. Aren't the Shasta daisies beautiful? And more corn. And what did I put in here? Oh, sambang. Sambang is a very good vegetable, full of really good things for your health and well-being. The cosmos in here are huge. One zucchini plant, which is probably enough just for me. So now I have a nice garden down the side. I think it's very nice. I transplanted some grapes here and put up a little trellis. They're doing okay. My other grapevine actually had grapes on it this year. I've been eating them every day. Another little lemon tree. It says, oh, more. Ooh. More critters ready to eat. This is a sacred basil. Tulsi. Tulsi. So this is the grapes on here. I think they're two different varieties. We'll see. But they're pretty happy. So that's this garden. So much for a quick walk around. There's a lot to see in half an acre. We did have a horrible dry spell, but that's broken. Due to that, I didn't get so many apples this year. I think I only had 2 off this red Gravenstein, and they're a bit dry, to tell you the truth. This garden has done okay, actually. Looks quite nice. So I've got the peach tree, a young peach tree, a young Granny Smith, 2 very tall cherry trees that got eaten by cherry and pear slug. Look, they just sort of suck the life out of the leaves, but it doesn't seem to affect the tree overall. And this lovely Munstead wood rose didn't look like it was going to do so well when it was dry and hot winds, no rain. Look at it now, beautiful. Ah, I guess who's in here? In here we have Henny Penny. Say hello, Henny Penny. Henny Penny sitting on 4 eggs. I was a bit reluctant to let any of them sit because if it got that hot again, you know, she'd be cooking the eggs rather than hatching them. Now, the elderberry actually has a few berries, not many. I think if we hadn't had that awful dry spell, there would have been a lot more. But at least there's some. You know, there's some. And elderberry is so good for so many things. I recommend, if you only have 1 tree, put in an elderberry. You can use elderflower for so much, and then totally different medicinal properties are in the berries. This is a green gage, but I've never had anything off it yet. But it's looking pretty good. And same with the damson. I haven't had anything off the damson yet. No, not damson, beg your pardon, prune. That's a little prune. the English cooking apples, what are they called? Bramleys. They did okay. So and they're nice too. So I've cooked them up with plums and rhubarb. I got about, I think about 15 kilo, maybe even more plums off the little Mariposa plum this year. So I've been making jam and stewing fruit and all sorts of things. That's a nice little penstemons come back to life. I think I was sort of reluctant to do a vid when things were looking, to be honest. I think with Ra dying and Happenstance suffering, it was just not something I wanted to do really. It's probably about 2.5 months since Ra died, and I miss her every day. And I say hello to her every day. I say, morning Ra, morning Ra. Here's a clary sage before I burst into tears. So everywhere I make little gardens for Ra, but she has her own garden. And that's over here. Here's the new almond. Oh, please forgive me. You know who you are. You know I planted this almond for you, and it's doing really well. The blackcurrant suffered in the heat. It started to make some really nice fruit actually, really big and juicy, and then so dry. And hot winds, they just decimate and desecrate. And yeah. Here's a new lavender and a chaste tree. That will be nice one day. So more medicinal herbs I put in here. It's a very healthy looking wormwood. And yarrow. Yarrow's got so many medicinal uses. Actually, there was a hole here a little while ago when I first came for my walk this morning. I think the echidna's been back in here. And they can actually move rocks this big just to get to the ants underneath. They're quite strong characters. So this is Ra's garden, and this was the beautiful sign that George made for me to put here. So that's Hoorah, and that's Bear Hair. So this is really Ra's garden. And there's some dahlias and a beautiful rose that my neighbour bought, and it's called Don't Forget. It's either called Don't Forget or Remember Me. I think it's called Don't Forget Me, but as if I would. I would. You don't have a best friend for 24 years and forget her. Not the one that you did the most laughing with and the most adventures. Cosmos seeds again. And some of these are really beautiful. Well, they're all beautiful, aren't they? But look at this. So these are seeds. I've been growing these here every year since I've been here, so 5 years now. And hopefully, maybe, possibly, if I'm lucky, my daughter and her partner, so Emma and Kate, might come here and help me clean out this pond, maybe put in a pond liner, pull out this paspalum grass that's annoyingly thriving in here. There's pennyroyal. It's a big job. It's a daunting and big job, so maybe we'll all do it for my birthday. So I'm 70 soon, and I think that would be a lovely present for Mum. Me. That'd be a lovely present for me for my 70th. If I get a hand to maybe make this pond into a beautiful pond and rock line it, put rocks around the edges and I don't know, just make it beautiful. Right now it's not so beautiful, but I've put down sort of a weed barrier along here and 2 rows of rocks to stop that mess in there coming into Ra's garden. As you can see, the sacred bamboo, which I planted, I think, when I was still in the van, is actually now really growing. So that's good. And this is a locust somebody gave me when I first moved here too, when this corner was a real mess. This was another one that was a fair sort of effort with areas of black plastic, and then once the grass had died and I had taken it out, I used lots of wood chip. So I found this sign at the rubbish tip one Sunday and I thought, yep, that's good. I can see that from inside the yurt, and it kind of reminds me, slow down, slow down, the job will still be here tomorrow. And this is Ra's silver birch. And I asked her just before she died, I said, is there a tree that you'd like me to plant for you? And she said, you already did, you put it in last year, the silver birch is my tree. So this is Ra's tree. And as you can imagine, that's just going to be absolutely beautiful as time goes on. And she always said, she said, you're going to turn this place into a paradise. And I'm so pleased that she saw that it turned out quite nice. So there's the little figgy tree there and the hazelnuts. So I'm working my way around again, doing the edges of all the trees. Hence my edger and garden fork are sitting here ready to do this hazelnut. So right now it's super quiet here because it's early and not everybody's an early riser like me. The pear trees, well, you know, I haven't had a pear off them yet, and they were the first three pears here that I put in. Yesterday I sort of fabricated this, hopefully it's a sort of gutter system used with PVC pipe that I use the grinder and cut a split into it, and then it wedges onto the corrugated iron. Unfortunately I had to join some pieces, so I hope Gorilla Tape's as good as it's purported to be. So this is just for the veranda part. I had this roof put on at 33 degrees so that it would be perfect for the solar panels, and that has worked out really well. I actually run 2 fridges and everything else I need on 3 solar panels and one 3.5 lithium battery. So that's what I did, and it's yet to rain again to see how well I did. So I've just got a bucket here at the moment to see if it's going to work, and if it does, I'll get a couple of 44-gallon drums, and it'll just be handy to use with a watering can. I refurbished the tucker box gardens, and there's silver beet and sweet peas at the back, and 2 different types of silver beet in these 2, and coriander and lettuce in this one, and potatoes in the front here. This garden tin hut where the beans were in winter, it's got more tomatoes, beans, beetroot, silver beet, more beans. Look at this rhubarb, oh my gosh. Last Easter I just offered free rhubarb to anybody that stopped at my little stall. And it was good fun because I said, how many sticks would you like? 4 or 6? And I loved the person that said 6. So now I'm getting to the point where I can actually give away some stuff. And that's a really lovely thing to do. Puts a smile on everybody's face, doesn't it? Oh, I should show you, I'll show you inside Tin Hut. I'll just go and get the keys. This garden, I dug out more and more rocks. I wondered why the black currants weren't doing so well, and it's because there was a ton more rocks in there. So I think I've lost maybe 2 of the black currants, 1 of the gooseberries for sure, and the little natives do okay in here. They can handle it a bit dry. It's amazing what wood chip does though, unfortunately. I got to dig out some more big clumps of paspalum, but look at the oak tree. I know you wanted to see the oak tree. It's pretty big, hey? So now it's way bigger than me. It's about a foot and a half taller than I am. The sun's just about up now. And it's still quiet. I had to cut back this tagastace to let the oak tree have a bit more space. Looks nice. It's doing well. The rock wall garden, I gave the lavender a good old trim a while back using I think it's a Bosch hedge trimmer, a battery one, and look at it now. Hey? Isn't that lovely? Masses of lavender. I was given a copper still. It's a Copper Pro, and I haven't tried it yet, but I have it when the day comes and I'm not busy doing a million other things. I could distill some lavender oil. I envisage this is what it would look like, you know, a sort of hedge of lavender, and that's what I've got. And some other bits and bobs are growing quite well here, and at this time of the year I get this lovely morning glory. I got one, oh look, growing around a Solomon seal. I don't know if that's a good idea. Poor Solomon seal. Well, maybe it is. And the marshmallow grows quite well, but those little grasshoppers like it too. So with that kaolin clay, it has reduced. You just spray that on once a week, and then supposedly only once a fortnight. So this is a beautiful lavender. This is another one whose name I can't remember right now, but it's what I would just naturally call a spike lavender. It's not as fluffy as the other lavender over there on the rock wall, but oh my god, much stronger smell. Beautiful. So I use that in some of the concoctions that I make. So this garden bed's looking pretty good. Okay, I'm going to get the key from inside the yurt and show you what Tin Hut looks like now. Looking pretty good. Look at my curry tree. My curry tree's flowered and got little seed pods on it. Anyway, I'm going to just grab the key. So this is the plum tree that had about 15 kilos on it. It's just finished. I put a net on the olives this year because last year, as each olive got black and ripe, the currawongs came and ate it. I do love these. They're beautiful, aren't they? Okay, into Tin Hut, which is now fondly called the apothecary. So this is what it's like in here now. I have a press for doing larger amounts of herb material. I have all these dried herbs. Some I buy because I don't have all the herbs at the moment, but all these ones with the tags on, they're ones that I've dried from things that I've grown. That's pretty good. I love coming in here. And I am now about, I don't know, 7 or 8 months pharmaceutical free. And I make all my own bits and bobs and share them with like-minded people. These are some of the jams. What have we got here? Plum, rhubarb and blueberry. So this was a great unit that I bought. It was expensive, but look at this. It's made life much easier. Bottles, the tins, the different, all the new containers for various bits and pieces. So this is what Tin Hut looks like now. Tin Hut tiny house has turned into a bit of an apothecary. And look at this. This is my garlic harvest this year. About 4 kilo, which wasn't bad. And seeds, of course. So this is seed saving, garlic storage, guest bed, and of course my solar setup and tools. Pretty good. So there you have it. Good morning. The sun's up now. I did think that I might sell the mouse house, but only if there was a single woman that wanted to travel safely, maybe travel around Australia and live in a van. That's the only reason I would sell my van. I like my van. It's never apart from that one time when there was a problem with a handbrake shoe thing came off and rendered it a bit stationary for a while. But I think and if I did sell it, I'd probably build a shed on their carport and put another solar system on the top of it, and a sort of little shed at the front to hold, the battery, the inverter, all that kind of stuff, so that I still had a secondary solar system. So it's okay if I don't sell it. That's good, because I don't have to do anything. But if I do sell it because somebody really wants it, well, then I've got work to do. There's another new pile of wood, so I'm 3 years worth of wood now, which is always good. Anyway, I haven't even had my morning cup of tea yet, but I just did it because the urge got me and said, come on, do a vid. Okay, so I've done a vid. Have a wonderful day, everybody. And life is good. And cry when you need to cry, but laugh a lot. And see your best friends and tell them that you love them. And I'll talk to you again when next I do. So all the best for a great 2025, and love to you all from me. Bye. See you soon. Bye bye. Petu, what are you doing down there? What are you doing down there? Hey, garden cat? Oh, stretch. Yeah. You say hello to everyone? Say, hey, Petu. Hey, Petu.